Hello gentlemen, before starting this video, let me tell you that if you like the content of this channel, if you like me, my content, my videos, please, support the channel. Subscribe, give a like, alright? Check out my link in the description, help a little bit the channel so we can keep growing and we can keep expanding the message, alright? So, right now I'm going to talk about politics because I am involved a lot into politics. And the other day, I was analyzing the 2016 election, Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump won with 300 and something electoral votes. And people were saying, if Hillary Clinton was given all of Jill Stein's vote in states like Michigan, for example, in states like Wisconsin, Hillary Clinton would have won. If she would have been given, those 80 to 100 people, 100,000 people that voted for Jill Stein from the Green Party and put those votes to Hillary Clinton, Hillary would have won. So I was thinking to myself, okay, that's not very fair. Because, yeah, the Green Party, it's close politically to the Democratic Party, but they're not the same. They're very different. They have different ideologies. That's why they are not the same party. So I was thinking, all right, if we're going to play this game, why don't we look at the libertarians, right? Because, yeah, libertarians might be socially liberal, but if you ask most libertarians, they're going to ask you that they identify more with the Republican Party than with the Democrat Party, especially in fiscal policy, all right? About 80%, I would say. 80% of libertarians would rather vote for the Democratic Party, for the Republican Party than for the Democratic Party. So I was looking at the numbers and say, all right, let's say that Hillary Clinton will receive all of Jill Stein's votes and Donald Trump will receive all of Gary Johnson's, their nominee for the Libertarian Party, if you don't know. And let's see what would happen. All right, so I was looking at the states and it's insane the amount of people that vote for the Libertarian Party. Like, insane. First of all, if this were to happen, all libertarians would vote for Trump, all the Green Party members would vote for Hillary. The Republicans would make a gain on every single state. And the District of Columbia, they would make gains on every state. And big gains too, 2.4% in Illinois, 4.6% in Indiana, 3% in Iowa, 1.8% in Arkansas, 4% in Alaska. And there were a lot of surprises too. For example, Colorado, the Republicans would gain 3.8% of the vote. That means that the difference, Hillary would have still won Colorado, but only by 1.1%. That's insanely small. The Republicans would have a chance on winning Colorado if they would appeal to the Libertarians. That brought me the question, who should the Republican government or the next Republican nominees and Trump in 2020 should appeal to? And I was thinking, why don't they appeal to Libertarians? Not only if this scenario of Trump and Gary Johnson and Hillary and Jill Stein happened, Donald Trump would have still won, but he would flip many states, Nevada, New Hampshire, he would flip those states. He would keep the Rust Belt by larger margins, and he would almost win states like Colorado and New Mexico. Let's look at New Mexico, for example. The difference is insanely small. Gary Johnson was governor in New Mexico, so I'm going to attribute a big part to that. But 8.1% of the voters voted for Gary Johnson. That means that the Republicans would have a gain of 8.1% of the vote, meaning that, yeah, Hillary would still win New Mexico, but only, hear this, by 0.12% of the vote. That's 0.12% of the vote in New Mexico. That's about 900 people. I did the math, that's about 900 people. That means that the Republicans, if they wanted to win in New Mexico, they would only need 900 people plus the Libertarians, So that's my question. Why aren't the Republicans appealing to the Libertarians, which make a difference, all right? New Mexico is not a safe state anymore because of the Libertarian Party. Look at here, Oklahoma, 5.75% difference. Pennsylvania, a swing state, 1.57%. That would make a big difference. Donald Trump, if all the Libertarian votes would go for Trump, he would win Pennsylvania by 2.29%. That's a lot more comfortable than the less than 1% that he won. Let's look at it again. Michigan, 2.5% gains for the Republicans. He would win Michigan by 2.75%. He would flip the state of Minnesota. 2.58% of the vote in Minnesota. That would mean that Trump would win in Minnesota by 1%, 1.06%. That's insane. Wisconsin, let's look at Wisconsin. 2.54% of the people voted for the Libertarians. Trump would win in Wisconsin by a relatively comfortable 3.58%. Let's look at more swing states. Texas, 2.36% gain for the Republicans. Trump would win in Texas by a safe margin of 11.35%. Huge. Let's look at Ohio, for example. 2.33% gain for the Republicans. Trump would win in Ohio by 10.46%. A very comfortable and almost safe state. Same thing in Florida. 1.52% gain. That's a 2.72% difference. Oregon would become a kind of close state, you know. The difference, if you add all the Libertarians in Oregon, the difference would only be 8% to Hillary Clinton. Those are some crazy numbers, man. So I was thinking, who are a group that the Republicans need to appeal if they want to win another election? Why not the Libertarians? They represent between 2 and 8% of the vote depending on the state. Those are not bad margins. 1% of the vote could make or break the difference. Why not appealing to these guys? These guys who are economically conservative, that you can easily win over, you should be appealing to them. So I think that they should start appealing to Libertarians, because they could make some very interesting gains in many states. So this was my very quick video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's continue with the show and with the videos.